Hey guys, welcome back to Wall Street Tactical. Today we're looking at the stock Axsm. Axsm Therapeutics Incorporated is a biopharmaceutical company that engages in the development of novel therapies for central nervous system disorders in the United States. Its product pipeline includes AXS-05 for the treatment of major depressive disorder and resistant depression disorders, and that is in the phase 3 clinical trial for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease agitation, as well as that has completed phase 2 clinical trial for the treatment of smoking cessation. The company is also developing AXS-07 for the treatment of migraines, AXS-12 for the treatment of narcolepsy, and AXS-14 for the treatment of fibromyalgia. Axsm Therapeutics Incorporated has a research collaboration agreement with Duke University for evaluating AXS-05 in smoking cessation. The company was incorporated back in 2012 and is based in New York City, New York. So the first report we did on Axsm was back in August of 2021, and at that time the price of the stock was about $23. Currently, at the time of this recording, the price of the stock is $38. The reason for this price change for the stock is that back in August, the company started clinical trials of one of its drugs, and it had some serious side effects due to which the company had to face issues with the US government. But eventually, now the company has recovered from the loss and the stock price has increased, and still is expected to increase more. So what exchange does the stock trade on? The stock trades on the NASDAQ GM stock exchange, and through bankers such as Webull, SoFi, IndexCapital.com, TD Ameritrade, and many others are where transactions can be completed. So the current price of the stock is $39.26 at the time of this recording, but according to Simply Wall Street, the projected fair value is US $531.50. Wow. That's a 92.6% undervaluation. AXSM was in 17 hedge funds portfolios at the end of the first quarter of 2021. The all-time high for the statistic is 31, and according to Yahoo Finance, AXSM is not among the 30 most popular stocks among hedge funds. The subject stock has seen a decrease in support from the world's most elite money managers of late. Now, if we take a look over on StockTwits, the sentiment for the stock is up 1.79%, but the message volume is down 53.25%, which is not necessarily a bad thing. As we said earlier, there was a lot of controversy back in August and September around the stock. Homer212 on Twitter said, quote, AXSM, my bet is either of the next 3 weekends, AXS-05 gets approved. The questions were submitted to the FDA about 2 weeks ago. I would think they are humans and know that there is an entire sales force being hung out to dry due to their FDA missing their deadline and therefore probably responded to the questions quickly. I would think Axsm has the answers from the FDA already or has already prepared and submitted final clarification. I think getting this done before Thanksgiving at the latest. Now, on the other hand, according to a writer from Seeking Alpha, quote, the cloud that fogged up Axsm's prospect is the FDA's recent approval decision of AXS-05 for major depressive disorder. In other words, there's a standby notice by the agency. Despite the recent share price depreciation from such an event, I believe that Axsm has a very good chance of making a comeback. So now let's take a look at the earnings forecasts. By December 30th, 2023, the stock is projected to have a revenue stream of $172.7 million per year, but the earnings are projected to be negative $91.815 million per year. Now let's take a look at the charts for the company. Over the past month, the stock has gone up and down, but overall has had a decrease. Same for the 6 months with a huge decline back in August, but slowly making its way back up, and kind of the same for the past 1 year, with the 1 year graph also being in the red. Nick Pizzi is the Chief Financial Officer of the company. Mr. Pizzi has served as Chief Financial Officer since May 2018 to the company. Prior to joining Axsm, Mr. Pizzi was the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of Pierre Fabre USA, the U.S. affiliate of Pierre Fabre. Previously, he was the Senior Finance Director at Immucor. Prior to Immucor, he held positions of increasing responsibility in finance and accounting at Merck and Pfizer. Overall, we have no position in any of the companies mentioned. This video is general in nature and information is taken from Simply Wall Street. We do not have any sort of recommendation to buy or sell any stock, and we do not take account of your objectives or your financial situation. We aim to bring you long-term focused analysis driven by fundamental data. Well guys, that's it for today's video. We hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for making it to the end, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.